Hello and welcome to more War of the Spark draft. If you'll notice, finally got the cards bigger. Really sorry they were small for so long. The last card is a plains, so don't worry about that. But what we're doing here is looking through. Wow, we got a lot of options. So Niv Mizzet Reborn, 5 color, 6/6 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards, and you get a card from each color pair into your hand. Sweet. I mean, we know I'm going to take this card, right? I kind of have to. I think probably if you want to win, I think this card's really good. Putting counters on your creatures, there's so much like proliferate and other synergies with that. Plus, this fixes your mana, so you can do stuff like cast Niv Mizzet. And look, there's a cute little dog in the background. Aside from that, this pack's actually pretty medium. I mean, this card is amazing if you're in the colors, and Spellgorger Weird I think is great, but we're gonna take Niv Mizzet, see if we can do some Niv Mizzet-y things. I think these need to be a bit smaller. Okay, ooh, Jaya? Jaya's good. So Jaya's 5 mana and she deals 2 damage to something twice. I like that. Fiddledip's cool, but 2 mana 1/1 that draws a card is good, but not really, you know, don't think of it as a rare. Think of it as like a pretty good common. Ugin Conjurant I think is really good too. Just X, so it scales to any part of the game. It's a 2/2 on turn 2, a 5/5 on turn 5. The ability is good and bad. So if you're a 5/5 and you block a 4/4 with this guy, it survives combat, but then it becomes a 4/4. So that's kind of a drawback, but in a lot of times I think that is a positive. Plus you can proliferate it, which I think is relevant. We are just going to take Jaya though. Again, just trying out all the uncommons here and seeing what happens. Well, Leyline Prowler. Drafting 5 colors, this is the card for you. Guild Globe also really good. Same with Engrass Rampage, but we're trying to Niv Mizzet here, so we need to do some stuff. And let's see, put the chosen cards in your hand and the rest go on the bottom. Okay, so you don't just mill yourself out. That's one thing I was a little worried about. Okay, so now we have some choices. Jace's Triumph. It's weird that it's an uncommon, but I guess they just didn't want divination at common. I think it's a great card, but if we ever want to have a hope of casting our spells, we're gonna have to prioritize some cards like Mana Geode. So spending our cards now to get the reward later on. This is only forest, right? Yeah. Don't really need forest, guys. Come on. What are we looking for? Kyora's Dambreaker does proliferate. So it's a 6 mana 5/6 with proliferate. I think that's actually pretty good. The other card would maybe be Tidebearer Giant, which draws a card, but a lot of times proliferate and drawing a card are similar, especially if you're going to draft all the planeswalkers. So I'll try the Dambreaker. There's another Mana Geode. This does player or planeswalker, but importantly does not hit creatures. Sword's Thirst. We're going to pick up the Mana Geodes now, take them early and often, and then we can reap the rewards going forward when, you know, we can use these to cast whatever stuff we want. These packs have not been the best. I guess I take a No Escape. I'm not a huge fan of Prismite. Like, it is filtering, but I don't want to play a random 2 mana 2/1. I'll just take the counterspell. Not a big fan of Crush Descent. I could take a New Horizons, or I could just take an Enforcer Griffin. Probably just going to take the New Horizons, though. This helps with double mana, and putting counters on creatures can be relevant. It's also really good with Leyline Prowler, and it prevents other people from getting the fixing for drafting the crazy 5-color deck. Taking a Guild Globe here. Easy pickup. Okay. Now, 5 mana 3/4 flyer is not bad. Plus we have a bunch of turn 3 ramp, so we can go like turn 3 Mana Geode, turn 4 3/4 flyer. This blocks almost all the flyers in this set. Yeah, I'm gonna take that over Prismite. And if we can do stuff like put counters on it with New Horizons and then proliferate, I think it's just gonna keep getting better. Not that much in this pack. Not a huge fan of this card. The Amass 2 is kind of relevant, but I guess I take it. Right, I'm not gonna play Chain Whip Cyclops. I guess I take it. If I get enough controlling elements, I think having a counterspell is good. This basically stops them from doing anything like very expensive, but it's also pretty expensive itself. So not super stoked about it. Probably gonna sideboard that. Ooh, Teferi's Time Twist. Yeah, I'm down for that. So this card can rebuy Niv Mizzet, right? We can rebind Niv Mizzet, cures Dambreaker, Jaya. Yeah, I'm good for that. And this is, I'll take this, I guess. Doesn't matter. So this is any permanent. You can even hit lands if you wanted. I don't know why you would, but we did it! We got the dragons, guys. Oh my gosh. Last card is a forest. Yep. I mean, I have to take this, right? We got Nicol Bolas and Niv Mizzet in the same deck. All the dragons. We're gonna not wheel Obnixilus's Cruelty, but we probably wheel this. What does this guy do? So destroy creature, planeswalker. You draw a card and each opponent exiles a card. Oh wow. His ultimate just straight up wins. Yeah, we're gonna take Nicol Bolas and be pretty happy with what's going on right now. Ooh, Tyrant Scorn. So this is great removal. Just destroy anything with CM3 or less. Also Paradise Druid. And Wanderer Strike. But that costs 5, and I think that can wheel. This is actually kind of tough between these two, which one we want. Because a 2-mana Accelerant I think is really good. Especially one that taps for any color and has hexproof. But this card is real nice. It gives us a way to kill amass creatures. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Tyrant Scorn. Sorry, Paradise Druid. We're basically Grixis, so maybe we don't even play green, or like we have a very light green splash for Niv Mizzet. Ooh, wow, a lot of options here. Gleaming Overseer is a 1/4 that makes a 1/1 amass. I think this card is probably actually pretty good in this deck, but it might even wheel because it's so expensive. And not really in the market for 8 drops. I kind of like taking Kasmina. It makes it harder for them to burn our creatures, plus she helps us loot to find better mana. And again, we're looking to be Grixis, so she's in Grixis. And I'm hoping to wheel. I like Forced Landing a lot. There's a lot of important flyers that you want to kill. This card's great if you're trying to attack, but the menace doesn't matter for us because we're just trying to survive. So the 1/1 that makes a Death Touch zombie is much better for us, I think. But we're going to take this Kasmina. Ooh, Firemind Vessel. That's pretty good for our mana. Add 2 mana of different colors, turn 4. I like that. I would love to pick up a Pyrohelix or a Sorin's Thirst, but I'm hoping we can do that later on. Ooh, Narset. Narset's real good in this deck. Find all of our nice planeswalkers and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. Gateway Plaza or a Guild's Globe. I think I probably have to take Gateway Plaza. I'm a bit worried about this deck because we don't have any early removal, but I think the first Plaza is better than like the third Guild Globe or whatever. Okay, Forced Landing. Ignite the Beacon. We can ignite the beacon for a Nicol Bolas. I have to take it, right? That's just too good to be true. Okay, this is sweet. Snare Spinner can keep us alive. Bulwark Giant can really keep us alive though. And with all the ramp we have, like 5 life is a huge amount of life. Like I think our game plan is basically play a turn 3 or 4 Accelerant and then do some really busted stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna gain some 5 life stuff here. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Gains haste. That costs 6 mana. That card's not amazing. Although, it could be pretty swingy, right? You steal one of their biggest creatures, kill one of their other blockers. Kind of like Snare Spinner. Just keep us alive early. We could also take the Ironclad Crovid, though. A 4 mana 2/5? Sure. I think we just need some early booty. You know what I'm saying? Get those big boys down. Really hard for your opponent to kill. And nobody can attack into it. Totally Lost is a bit expensive, but I don't really need a 3 mana 0/3. We only have the one way to proliferate. So I guess I take this. If we get like enough mana geodes, then maybe it's fine. Oh, this is a lot of 5 drops, man. I'll take the 1 drop. I could see that being relevant. Ooh, Spellgorger Weird can get really big in this deck, right? But I think, so it's looking like we're basically Esper splashing red, and maybe we just want a 2-drop. No, this card's way too good. There's our 2-drop. And another booty boy. Okay. Pack 3, we're really looking for early cheap removal. Like the red burn spells will be particularly important. Oh, there we go. Massacre Girl. Easy. She could just completely wipe the board if we do it right. I know Vraska would be real good in this deck, but like, come on, this card's good. Yeah, that's amazing. Prism Whelm, also a great pickup. I know this card's not going to come around, but I would love to have it. Actually, legitimate question, is Vraska better than Massacre Girl? Probably not. We'll take the girl here. Ooh, okay. So, what does this do? Neheb. 4 mana, 5/4 trample. Whenever it deals combat damage, you may discard cards, draw the cards, and add red. Huh. So that's fine. Could just take another Jaya. She can kill 2 power creatures. But a 4 mana 5/4 trample is pretty big. I don't know what I'm going to do with this red mana though, but it does let you loot, or I guess rummage. So I think we're probably not playing New Horizons. I could still see playing this because we have quite a few ways to add green mana. But yeah, I'm between Jaya and Neheb. Having 2 Jaya is a little suspect. Yeah, but she's pretty good. 5/4 Trampler just dies actually to not that much stuff. I'm gonna try out Neheb. I think Jaya, ooh, the Wanderer, okay. Now we have a way to kill big creatures. Yeah, feeling pretty good now. I don't think this is the deck for Bolas's Citadel, but it's kind of funny. I'm probably going to take the Elite Guard Mage here, hoping to wheel this Bulwark Giant. What does Naga Eternal do? Oh. Pretty easy when there's no text box. This card might come around, right? Oh, Divine Arrow too. No, I think the gain 3 life is pretty good here. And we can take... Saheeli can just keep us alive for a long time by making chump blockers, because we have like quite a few of those. And let's see, target artifact becomes a copy of another artifact or creature. So we can make an artifact that she made a copy of into one of like our mana geodes or a Firemind vessel. Yeah, I'm gonna take Saheeli. I'm hoping to wheel some of these transmutations. Neoform. Nope, not doing that. This works with creatures. We don't have any of those. Probably have to take a Divine Arrow now. I would love to pick up this Gateway Plaza, but we need 2 drops that kill creatures. Seems like people have figured out that red burn spells are good, unfortunately. None of these cards are amazing for us. I'll take a Snare Spinner. Ooh. Oh man, there's actually a lot here. So Solar Blaze kills a good amount of creatures in the format. Mana Geode helps, and Sorin's Thirst is good early, but I'm gonna see if this board wipe does stuff. Now we got our Mana Geode back. And I think I probably need a third. We have a lot of good top end here. Although Forced Landing, yeah, we don't really have much green. Okay, another Divine Arrow, good. I really want the gain 5 life card to come around. And Wyverns is not the worst, to be honest. I don't know if it's gonna wheel. Sure, I'll take this. Come on, Bulwark Giant. I want 2. It didn't come around, but this did. And I'm kind of okay with that card. Tap, is this an instant? No, not doing that. So, Niv Bizet. For each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors. So we can get blue, black, green, black, red, white, blue, white. He's not great, but I have to run him, right? Like, even just a 5 mana 6/6 that maybe draws 1 or 2 cards. Oh, I guess Saheeli is blue-red. So that's quite a few color pairs. We need to make a lot of cuts though. So we're gonna start doing that. I kind of want to run Ignite the Beacon, but it might be overkill. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Planeswalkers. Not playing that. I kind of like the Dambreaker and the Bulwark Giant. Totally Lost is a bit expensive, and we can side in Enforcer Griffin if they have a lot of flyers. I don't need this now that we have all these good early plays. Prismite's pretty bad. I don't know if I want that in the main. Probably don't need the Spellgorger Weird. I'll play 1 No Escape, I suppose. I think I like running this with how many mana geodes we have, especially because we're going to need green for Niv Mizzet anyway. And it does gain life if we cast Solar Blaze, so that's kind of cool. I guess our game plan is creatures that don't kill themselves with Solar Blaze, besides like Mana Girl and such, Massacre Girl. I'm gonna look at the deck for a little bit. I might be cutting a Mana Geode. That seems kind of crazy with how ridiculous our mana base is, but I'll come back in a couple seconds and see what the deck looks like then. Alright, so here's what I settled on. I cut the Kyora's Dambreaker. I can bring it in dirtily matchups. I just don't think playing a 6 mana 5/6 is necessarily what we want to be doing. I think the gaining 5 life will keep us alive a lot better. And with how good all of the cards in this deck are, I think the late game favors us. Same thing with Ignite the Beacon. This card's pretty sweet, but it is a 5-mana spell that does not impact the board. We can bring it in if our opponent shows that they're not particularly aggressive. So I'll probably be bringing this card in a lot because casting Ignite the Beacon for something like Nicol Bolas and the Wanderer, we could just, that's so powerful. And then the 2 Divine Arrows, I think we're going to need all of these mana geodes and the Fire Mind Vessel to make our mana work. I'm gonna finish the mana because I don't think you guys want to see me counting all of that, but we're basically Grixis with an early white splash. I'll work through it. Alright, here's the deck as it currently stands. So we have a lot of planes because we really want to be able to cast Divine Arrow on turn 2. That will keep us alive and prevent a lot of the bleeding. It's kind of overkill because we don't have that many white spells otherwise, but Divine Arrow on turn 2 and the Wanderer and Solar Blaze on turn 4 I think are both things we like need to hit on time. Aside from that, I think blue-black early is kind of the second most important thing to cast all of these Planeswalkers and Massacre Girl and stuff. So we have 4 swamps and 2, 3, 4, 5 islands. I think that seems reasonable. Red is only really important in the late game for casting these cards. And Neheb maybe. I'm actually not that thrilled that I have this card. I think I wish that I had a second Jaya, but that's okay. And then no green sources. Leyline Prowler can be cast. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green sources, so I think we can cast this card pretty easy. And yeah, so just counting up the mana right now, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black sources. I guess technically 11. So maybe we do want one more swamp here to make Nicol Bolas more castable. Yeah, I'm actually going to add another swamp here. We want to be able to play Nicol Bolas on curve. Same with Massacre Girl. God, this makes the mana so hard. Because all these swamps aren't doing it. No, that doesn't make sense. I think the plains, because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 early white sources. Actually, maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine. We definitely have enough blue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white sources. I think that's fine. Okay, we're gonna run it like this, and I will see you guys round 1. Yeah, I mean, this is the hand we signed up for. Turn 2, Gateway Plaza. Followed up by... Wow, opponent going deep with the turn 1 Charmed Stray. You know, if you just get a bunch of these, that'd be pretty sweet, I guess. But I'm not sold. 1 mana 1/1s are usually not the best. Although it is going to chip in for quite a bit of damage against us. Next turn, Gateway Plaza. And if we draw a swamp, I'm just going to run this out. Okay, opponent plays swamp. Whoa. How many of those do they have? Why does this keep showing up? Oh, you can't see that. That's good. It keeps telling me to take screenshots, and I'm like, I'm already recording. It doesn't matter. I really kind of hope they play a 3rd Charmed Stray. If I'm going to die to anything, I hope it's Charmed Stray beatdowns. Plains. Okay, so let's do this. Pay the 1. Yep. Go ahead. Yeah, this is a bit of a slow start, but gaining life, gaining life, gaining life hopefully brings us back into it. Okay, no more Charmed Strays. Good, thank goodness. Yep, take 3. Don't do anything. Okay, good. Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought they skipped. Trusted Pegasus. It's a 2/2. Fortunately, we can block stuff like that with our Elite Guard Mage. So if we place a Healy, she's just gonna die. So we're just gonna do this and Mana Geode. Massacre Girl would be pretty good right now. I don't need more islands. We're looking for mountains and swamps. Although even those don't matter so much. We're 1 mountain or swamp away from casting Nicol Bolas, I believe. But we are taking a bit of damage here. Please no follow-ups. No. Okay, that actually doesn't do much. Oh, this island means we can't cast this. But we're so close. Oh, that's kind of upsetting actually. I'm gonna play the Elite Guard Mage here. The Wanderer does stop our each creature deals damage equal to its power to itself board wipe. So that is a little upsetting. And I guess it exiles Niv Mizzet, so I should not have cast that anyway. That would have been pretty bad. Exile it, then proliferate. Yo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're not dead next turn. Basically, we have to find Massacre Girl, I think, is our best out. Or hitting a land and jamming Bulwark Giant. But that's pretty brutal. No! Right, this stops this. Prevent all non-combat damage. And this is not combat damage. Oh, because that would completely wipe the board right now. That's brutal. Yeah, I think it's pretty much Massacre Girl or bust. And Narset gets non-creature, right? Yeah, so that actually doesn't help our predicament right now. So we can make a Cosmina token. Then they just give this flying and kill Cosmina, but that does buy us quite a bit of time. And hopefully we can hit a land off this loot. I'm just gonna discard Saheeli, I think, at the moment. Okay, Swamp is good. Do I discard Saheeli? The Wanderer is so problematic. Yeah, I think we just get rid of her. Play that. Pass turn. Next turn we can gain 5 life and put a 3/6 down. And that can block the Charmed Stray. We're still taking 5 a turn. This is not gonna go super well for us. But hopefully they kill Cosmina instead of us. Okay, we only take 2. Hopefully no follow-ups. Nice. Alright, Massacre Girl off the top. Fairy's Time Twist. Ooh! Okay, we can buy some time here. So let's move to combat. And we need to get the Wanderer off the battlefield. So we're going to attack you. Yep. Do they have a kill spell? Okay, and the reason I said ooh for Teferi's Time Twist is we can use it on Bulwark Giant. Problem is that makes it have 4 power, so the Wanderer can actually hit it. This is a predicament. Gain Vigilance. Oh my gosh, please Massacre Girl off the top. Yep. Take 5. We actually have to do this on this turn just to buy another turn. Swamp. So what do I do now? I can swing at the Wanderer for 3. The problem is if they block with the Charmed Stray, that's actually pretty bad for us. What can Narset get? Divine Arrow would be good. No, Divine Arrow doesn't work against the Wanderer. That card's so problematic. Okay, we got some options here. We definitely have to attack because we need to gain this life. And we can only attack with this one because we need all of these blockers. And also attacking with a 2/2 into 2/3/3 is not the most advised position. Gideon's Triumph. Okay, so we can do this now. What are we casting post-combat? I think we have to play this Leyline Prowler. So I guess we tap like this. Doesn't really matter. And they have no cards in hand. Alright, Leyline Prowler, do your thing. Gain us some life. And if they downtick Narset or the Wanderer and let it die somehow, I think that's pretty good for us. Just swinging in the air. Okay. So if they don't play a blocker, we can actually kill the Wanderer here. No, we can't, because they're gonna downtick on the Giant. This is close. We're at 5. Massacre Girl. You know you want to do it. Give me Massacre Girl, please. Divine Arrow. Not good against the Wanderer. So, what do I do here? Because I'm dead in the air. How much mana do I have? Red, white, blue, black, green. So I can cast Niv Mizzet, but I cannot cast Niv Mizzet and Divine Arrow unless I keep the Leyline Prowler back. So what I could do is play Niv Mizzet, pass turn. Assumedly, opponent is going to exile Niv Mizzet with the Wanderer, otherwise I can just block. In which case I can use the Leyline Prowler to Divine Arrow down probably the Flying Charmed Stray. I think that's probably our best option. 2, 3, 4, green. And then we can Solar Blaze the following turn. I think this is our best shot. Oh, that's pretty good too. Alright, never mind. Much better off now. So if I attack with Leyline Prowler, they just chump with Charmed Stray. So I think I just keep it back here. And they now know I have Tyrant Scorn. I revealed all these cards, didn't I? Oh, they saw Nicol Bolas the Dragon God. Darn. The secret's out. Okay, good. So they did that. I think I want to just kill this Trusted Pegasus. Then they have no flyers. Yeah. Kill this. Yeah. As long as they don't have a way to give... Okay, they didn't have a way to give Indestructible. And the Wanderer is down. So now Divine Arrow's active and Solar Blaze is active. So this Wizard is going to die. But Leyline Prowler should stay alive after Solar Blaze. And we kind of masked it pretty well because we picked up the Tyrant Scorn. So they're probably like, oh, he knew the only way to get out of this was to Tyrant Scorn. So this could be a lot worse. Okay, after tanking for like 3 minutes, probably more than that. You can look at the time and see what it was. Opponent didn't even attack. Please play another creature with power equal to its toughness. No, okay. Well, given the current situation, I don't even know if I have to use this. Ooh, that's a good one. So this actually does not power up Solar Blaze because Solar Blaze makes the creatures deal damage to themselves. But I kind of want to just Solar Blaze still. Because then we can also get in with Leyline Prowler. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. Just kill all of that. Oh no, he has Death Touch. He has Death Touch. Don't do that, guys. He has Death Touch. Oh, that was close. Okay, so we're gonna 2, 3, 5. I think we're gonna play Jaya. Jaya doesn't even do anything. We'll just play Narset here. Start grabbing some cards. We have a Divine Arrow to keep ourselves safe. Ooh, the Wanderer and Mana Geode. I just want the Wanderer here. Oh man. Okay, we're going to pass turn. Next turn we can do the Wanderer plus Solar Blaze. And that should save us. Sure. Poor opponent, play another. Okay, that one does not die. So Divine Arrow's being saved for that. And we're just going to chump block whatever they attack with. This whole non-attack thing is kind of weird to me, but I'll take it. Like, their attacks are actually good, right? So if they swing out, I can block Leyline Prowler on Charmed Stray. Block here, I take 3, lose this guy. Like, that seems better than what's going to happen to them. Go Island. I'm going to try and get them to scoop before I Narset. 3, 4, play the Wanderer. Yeah. Okay, now we do red, 3, white. Play Solar Blaze. Yeah, this is Scoop City. Okay. And then we attack with both. Gain 2 life. I would be so upset if I was the opponent. This is what happens. Like, these are all, most of these are uncommons. That's the beautiful part. I just realized my opponent's at 45 life because of all the Charm Stray. I guess we down take Narset. I don't mind them drawing Mana Geode, sure. So we're gonna find Nicol Bolas pretty soon. We're at 7 life, so it's pretty hard to imagine that they can kill us from that. Plus we can gain 2 life every turn with the Prowler. Yep. Ooh, okay. I think we've pretty much locked this one up. Attack for 4. Play Mana Geode. That way we can scry into Bolas Daddy. Don't really need that. And I don't really need to play Jaya. I don't need them to know more of what I have. I will probably just Divine Arrow this. It's somewhat problematic, plus we can counter any creatures they might play. So that's fine. If they play anything big, the Wanderer stops it. 4 lands. Doesn't really, again, we're going to kill them. It's just going to take a little while because they gain so much life. I'm going to keep the island. I guess I can just get Giant play. How do they really play around that? But I'm going to keep the island in hand so I can discard it to loot with Neheb. I think it's here. This guy. And we're playing Jaya, that way we can power up Neheb in the future. Come on, I just want Nicol Bolas. We're getting close. I guess we're still not even at the bottom 10 cards of our library yet. And again, keeping all these in hand for Neheb. Don't really know how opponent gets out of this. Ooh, that's a good one. Attack with these. I don't even really need to play this card, but kind of want to, so sweet. I love this deck, guys. This is the best format ever made. This is Magic at its finest. We win. Okay, they didn't even have to acknowledge. So they are an aggro deck. So I think this is the type of matchup where I don't want to be running these two cards, unfortunately. Kinda into this transmutation. They had a lot of just like 2/1/1s though. Yeah, and the cats put counters on them. I'll just bring in this Griffin, I think, and I'm gonna cut. The problem is every card in our deck is awesome. Probably just gonna cut Neheb. I don't really need it. I think just the 3/4 flyer is better. So, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red sources to guarantee we can cast Solar Blaze on time. That seems okay. Well, we have. I think this hand's 1 mana geode away from being good. No cats? Okay. We have no escape to stop like really busted stuff. And we can actually counter the Wanderer before it becomes an issue. Leading on Island because we have Tyrant Scorn. So we want to play either Island or Swamp. Okay, that one card I'm not that worried about. And we just need to hit a red source mostly. More lands. I'm gonna... Now we're playing a Plains because they know about the Divine Arrow, so maybe they play around it. It'd be weird too, but gotta get all the edges you can get because right now I'm a little bit worried about our mana situation. Take 2. Hopefully nothing too crazy from the opponent. Nice, okay. Now I'm feeling pretty happy. We have Counterspell up. The Counterspell can let us scry, and the only creature in play for the opponent actually dies to our Solar Blaze. So, yep, take 2. And that's how you win a match, guys. Your opponent attacks for 2 and then scoops. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. See you guys next round. Alright, we're gonna go first. This deck has a bunch of mana. It's got a Guild Globe. We keep in it. That's fine. Guild Globe actually makes casting Niv Mizzet like not the most impossible thing. And as it currently stands, we don't have too many of the guild color combinations. Swamp. Okay, let's draw like a non-blue or black source next turn. That'd be great. I'm okay with that. There's a Plains. This means turn 5 Niv Mizzet coming down. Oh, that's so dirty. Yep, take 1. Nice. I guess we play Swamps in case we draw Nicol Bolas, but I think we're gonna Kasmina loot away Swamp as well. Ooh. This is borderline abuse right now. We're about to play a turn 5 Niv Mizzet with just horrible mana right now. Oh, that's a pretty good play. Oh, and it cost 4. Nice work, Kasmina. Gateway Plaza. Okay, well, our mana's good. Right, so we can... Pretty sure we can do this. So we... 1, 2, 3, and this costs 5. Yep. And we need to add red-green. Cast Niv Mizzet. Ooh. That's a pretty good... That's a power move right there. I wonder if opponents said anything. I don't think they said anything. I would be dazed. Alright, they're back to playing Ward Scale Crocodile. 5/3 hexproof, seems good. Swamp. So 2, 3, 4. Play Elite Guard Mage, draw a card. Oh, I like Saheeli. I don't really feel the need to hold up Tyrant Scorn, so we're just gonna play the Plaza. That way, if things get really sketchy, we can Solar Blaze next turn. And I guess I attack. I can take 5 off the Ward Scale Crocodile. Because next turn we can play Saheeli and start making chump blockers. Like if they kill Kasmina, that's a little upsetting, but that's fine. And they're just dying in the air. Like we attack for 6, we attack for 6, we attack for 8, and they're dead. Eternal Ogre. Okay. We take 2, but that's again pretty inconsequential because we're just completely winning the race. I'll take 5, sure. Oh, I guess the Ogre does have reach, so that's moderately inconvenient, but no big deal. Let's play Saheeli. We have Saheeli, Tyrant Scorn, and Divine Arrow up. Okay. Attack here. They fall to 8, so now they have to keep turret ogre back. And probably what I'm going to do in combat is just bounce the turret ogre, make a 1/1. I don't even need to chump really. Okay. Oh, they're swinging with the turret ogre. That's a bold move. So that's attacking Saheeli, and this is attacking me. So let's Divine Arrow the card I can Divine Arrow. And then we're just gonna put a servo in front of the crocodile, I think. I think one way we lose this game is just taking like an obscene amount of burn. Like if they have the thing that does 5 damage to a player and somehow like a fog, then they could like fog our flyers, hit us for 5, hit us for 5, and I just don't want to get into that. So red-green from the opponent. Still probably can't run Ignite the Beacon, unfortunately. What did I cut for Enforcer Griffin last time? Oh, Neheb. Yeah, Neheb's a bit hard to cast. Maybe it shouldn't even be in the deck. I could see that being the case. And 3/4 flyer blocks most things, so I'm just going to run the Griffin. Yeah, this hand's perfect. Pretty far from casting Nicol Bolas, but that's okay. Go with Swamp. Basically, I want to play all the lands that let us cast Bolas, because we could theoretically get him out on turn 5. Crunch Wrangler. Okay, that's actually a pretty good card. We're going to get a turn 5 Bolas. Although, we might not play turn 5. I think we're going to do stuff like Elite Guard Mage and block, because if we play Bolas, it's just going to die. Yep. Ooh, Divine Arrow is good. I think rather than playing Mana Geode, because we're just going to play Elite Guard Mage next turn anyway, I'm just going to cast Divine Arrow this turn. And probably going to kill... Who am I killing here? This becomes bigger and bigger. I'm going to kill this. That only ever attacks for 2. Yeah, we'll do this. I'm just a little worried about them playing like a 4-drop this turn, 4-drop next turn. 2/2 Death Touch, sure. Ooh, Jaya is good as well. So I'm going to play the Guard Mage, hope to hit a land so that we can Jaya down the Stinger. Okay, so now that's obviously our game plan. And this deck is super gross. And then we can Mana Geode to Teferi's Time Twist the Elite Guard Mage. Yep. Ooh, no attacks. I'm down for that. Yeah, let's just do Jaya stuff. Jaya is going to kill 2/2 Death Touch. Pass turn, no attacks. Opponent's stuck on mana. Oh, should I have played Island last turn? Yeah. Yeah, I should have, just in case we wanted to cast Bolas. I think we're probably just gonna do a Mana Geode or something. Okay. Yep, so that kills that. Jaya dies. And we lost our good Time Twist targets, unfortunately. But we can do this. So that, Mana Geode. Don't need that. Play the Leyline Prowler. I don't want to trade this off, but that stops them from being able to attack with Vivian's Grizzly at least. And I think my game plan is going to be, depending on what they do, but probably down tick Bolas, and then they attack it with stuff, and then we Time Twist it. Could also just block here, but I could just do that next turn. Black, 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 blue, red. Nicol Bolas? Yeah, I think Nicol Bolas is going to down tick, because I could just save it with Teferi's Time Twist. Play Plains. Pass turn. And they're like, wow, what a waste of a Bolas. But if they want to kill it, they have to swing with both. And then this gets to eat the Vivian's Grizzly. And then we just blink this. Alright, opponent tanked for a bit, moving to combat. I imagine they kind of have to just swing at Bolas. Whoa, swinging at me, swinging at Bolas. I think we got everything we wanted here. Block. They might have a pump spell, but that's okay. Add blue. Do that. Yeah, get him back. Get him back. Oh, that went so well. That was so dirty. Opponent, they say yikes. We won the match! Opponent scooping is our best win con. See you guys in the finals. Alright, we're here for round 3. Oh wow. This hand... are we on the draw or the play? We're on the draw. This hand's pretty bad. I think I can do better. We basically need... I think actually I'll keep this. We have Nicol Bolas, but Elite Guard Mage is actually pretty nice. Triple Island is not the best, but at least we have lands that can let us play like Mana Geode or Firemind's Insight and stuff like that. And we're a swamp away from doing this. Quite a few mana away from doing this, but that's okay. Okay. There we go. I don't really want to Tyrant Scorn the Operative. I'm waiting for something a little bit scarier because right now we can just block that and I'm not that scared. Bolts Rager. I'll probably Tyrant Scorn that next turn if they pump. Oh, never mind. We be playing this Mana Geode. Solar Blaze? So I can cast that. I think I put that on top. It's gotta be decent. Because we can kill this with Tyrant Scorn. Take a bit of damage. But now we can play... Yeah, I think I want to play the Elite Guard Mage this turn. And the reason I'm playing it before playing a land is if we hit like a mountain or something, then we are much closer to casting Nicol Bolas. Because double planes actually does nothing for us. Okay, that's what I was kind of figured would happen. And they pump that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Divine Arrow's good. Okay, so I think I'm just going to kill both of these. And whenever it dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. Yeah, so we're just going to do this. And hope that they pump. Yep. And now I'm just going to kill it. Now they just use their whole turn. We only take 1. And if we draw a red source or a black source, we can cast Nicol Bolas here on an empty board. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Cosmina. Loot. Wow. I kind of need this Leyline Prowler to be honest. But I also kind of need this Divine Arrow. We got better stuff. We'll discard that. Pass turn. I think the Leyline Prowler is just good because it gained... What is this? Oh. It can target hexproof stuff and exile things. Sure. Don't mind that. Gateway Plaza is the secret. So loot. Don't even care about Neheb really. Because I can't cast it this turn. So play Gateway Plaza. Pay 1. So we have red, blue. Do we have enough to actually cast Nicol Bolas? Black, black, black. I guess we needed 2 spells. We can cast Niv Mizzet next turn though. And this kind of forces them to exile the Leyline Prowler with Kaya. So I'm not so upset about that. Because if they exile the Prowler with Kaya, then we have Niv Mizzet in play. And that's just good. Yep. And they would need to double proliferate to make Niv Mizzet happen. Sure. It costs 4 to do. There's our swamp. Okay, let's attack Kaya. And I think I'm just going to Nicol Bolas. Okay, so turn off auto yields. Exiles a card from their hand or permanent they control. They have no cards in hand. How did they scry? Put 1 card on bottom. Yeah, I think Bolas upticking has got to be pretty scary. Like, now they lose lands? We win! They didn't even get to see Niv Mizzet. Okay, okay. So this looks like a much dirtilier matchup. I'm kind of tempted to run Ignite the Beacon, but I know it's still probably not worth it. And now that we know about Kaya, that's good. I'm kind of tempted to run this. We can grab Jaya, Nicol Bolas, Kasmina the Wanderer, Saheeli, and Narset. We just get rid of like a Bulwark Giant, because I don't think my life total is going to matter that much. Sure. We'll see how that goes. I'll keep this. It's got Divine Arrow into No Escape. That's a pretty good series of plays. Go Swamp because of Tyrant Scorn and Leyline Prowler. Ooh, there's a mountain. Okay. Guess they have a hasty creature. We can get it down. I don't actually know of any haste creatures in this format. Ooh, nothing. This type of game really favors us here. I kind of want to save no escape for something I can't kill. Like, I don't care about that. Oh, man. So we're going to play Saheeli in 2 turns. I kind of want to hold up no escape just in case. Who knows? They could go, like, land, do something, and this card's not that scary. Especially with Saheeli out. More lands, so I'm gonna play Swamp. Because I can still, yeah, we're gonna go Swamp this turn. Next turn we're gonna play Saheeli. But like, I'll take damage all day here. Yeah, I can just Divine Arrow that. Oh man, okay. Let's go 3, play Saheeli. Pass turn. So we're void of counterspells for 1 turn. And this is gonna be kind of gross. Attack me, attack me. Yeah, I'm gonna kill that. And we're 1 swamp away from bolusing. Sure. Odd that they targeted Saheeli. Turret Ogre. Okay. We can block that. It does not actually have trample. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So we can ignite the beacon and Teferi's Time Twist to make some blockers. Okay. Pass turn. And I think I'm gonna ignite the beacon for the Wanderer and maybe Jaya? I'm not sure. Checking Saheeli and me. 2, 3, 4, 5. Play this. Make a servo. Get 2 planeswalkers. The Wanderer, because I want to get planeswalkers I can cast. And Jaya just deals with like everything they can have in play. Sure. Sure. So now I think we Time Twist this Saheeli. Still make a 1/1. It does not die to the Turret Ogre. And now we still get to block the Vampire. And opponent's using Ob Nixilis's Cruelty on our 1/1 servos. So not bad. And I believe next turn we can play the Wanderer with Counterspell mana up. Instead. Oh wow. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play you. Make a 1/1. Exile this. Play a land. And I think I just want to hold up no escape. Like if they, I don't know, they could have some crazy mythic here. Sure. So probably was better to play Mana Geode because now we lose the Wanderer. But they do have to spend their whole turn doing it. Yeah. Guild Glove, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Jaya. Make a servo. And we no longer prevent the damage. So if I kill this, they will be able to attack Saheeli with the zombie. That's not the worst. I think I still want to kill this because it's just kind of scary. Yep. Killing that. So they have a 2/2. And they can kill Jaya, but that's fine. We have Leyline Prowler that can block it. I'm much more worried about them playing some crazy Planeswalker or creature. Yep, so Jaya takes 2. Vraska's Finisher. Okay, we'll counter that now. We won the match! That was 3-0. Oh, that was the easiest sequence I've ever played. I think we solved the format, guys. This is how you do it. That's how you 3-0, 6-0 in like, I don't even know how long that was, 20 minutes. See you guys next time.